After the divorce, her ex-husband unexpectedly gave her 10 billion won, all because of their contractual marriage. The two had been living as a married couple, in name, for 2 years. Manhua couldn't bear this kind of life and decided to return to her former self. So she proposed a divorce after their last discussion. He agreed to the divorce 2 months later because his subsidiary company was about to be established, and he was afraid that a divorce at this time would affect his career. Manhua decisively chose to move out. As she stepped out of the door with her luggage, she felt that this was the real beginning of her life. 3 months quickly passed by, and during this time, she only saw him 3 times. Once was at his father's 60th birthday party, another was when they submitted the divorce application, and the last was today. Seeing the disheveled man standing in the rain, she thought he had come to reconcile. Manhua calmly said, "I won't change my mind." The man pursed his lips and replied softly, "I know." Manhua observed his reaction and noticed his tightly clenched fists, and the wedding ring he used to wear every day was nowhere to be seen. She realized that the desire for divorce was not hers alone. She thought, he won't resort to violence, will he? However, he was only here to check on her well-being. He touched his head and said, "Live well," before leaving in the rain. Watching his lonely figure, Manhua wondered if he had come just to say those words. On March 2nd, they officially divorced. At that moment, she felt an incredible sense of relief. Even the air seemed to carry the sweet scent of freedom. He stood politely nearby, smiling. Manhua was puzzled by his smile. Could you really smile during a divorce? He asked Manhua how she had been recently and mentioned that he had burned his arm recently. On the day they submitted the divorce application, he had also accidentally fallen down the stairs and had to wear a cast for several days. Manhua thought he was lying because when he came to see her in the rain that day, his arm was perfectly fine. He noticed Manhua's injured finger and said, "You don't seem to be doing well either." Manhua quickly replied, "I hurt it while playing with friends. Be more careful. I chose to divorce you out of respect for your wishes, not for you to get hurt." Manhua looked at her former husband in bewilderment and noticed the wedding ring on his hand. "You can take it off now. Didn't you remove it half a month ago?" He raised his hand, looked at it, and then quickly hid it. "Your birthday is coming up. How about I send you a flower basket?" Manhua asked him not to put on a show for others. He said he wanted to give Manhua a divorce anniversary gift. Just as Manhua was wondering what the gift was, he smiled mysteriously, waved, and left. Manhua stood there, bewildered and somewhat angry. Just as she was finding it all quite perplexing, she received a text message on her phone. When she opened it, she was shocked to find that he had transferred 10 billion won to her. Stunned, Manhua thought he must have lost his mind. Was this his idea of a commemorative gift? It was truly headache-inducing. She didn't divorce him for this money, so she turned around and made up her mind. Today, she was living for herself, and she had to catch up to him and tell him that she couldn't accept this money.